Christian Martin says, question about closure. I'd really like to have a proper and mature goodbye. Why? What's a proper goodbye? Why would everything has a signia of word? Why? Why do you have to feel, why do you have to use that excuse to affirm yourself? Why do you need affirmation by someone who, for one reason or another, decided not to be with you? Why would you care about that person who decided not to be with you, to affirm you by hearing it from her that, it wasn't you, it was me. You're a good man, or whatever. Why do you have that need? Why do we have that need? We've discussed that in many of the videos, why women is important and how we have been conditioned since childhood to understand and respect that importance, and why other people's opinion about us brings a certain contentment, satisfaction, or dissatisfaction. Why we seek other people's opinion as if they set the tone for who we are, and their opinion matters, while they themselves are looking for other people's opinion to feel good about themselves and know their worth. Why are we not opening our eyes to see our connection to the universe is the only way to evaluate yourself, and that's the only thing you need to affirm yourself, to be happy with yourself. How you affect the nature, how you affect the universe, how you affect the cosmos, how you affect the society and the communities that you live amongst, how you positively affect the people around you, how you actually positively affect the environment, the world in general, what kind of role model you are for the children, for the people in the world. What are your associations? What makes you to be who you are? What does your touch deliver to the well-being of the world in general? That's what you should be focused on, and seeking your affirmation or worth and value from. Yet you are looking into some Joe Blow, Tom, Dick, and Harry, Sally, Susan, and I don't know, whatever, to smile upon you, to feel good, or to say something good about you, and as if they are the source of evaluation of your worth and value, who you are, while they're looking for the same. Huh? So, closure is necessary because of your conditioning. Otherwise, what closure? Focus on what you can do for yourself, for the world. Bring your values in that way, not from the words uttered by someone who's decided to don't want to be with you. Okay, fine. Why do you still want validation from her? Why? It's all because conditionings. Because you haven't found out how to bring worth and value to your life, and how wonderfully you're capable to do that, and how you do that every day, just by the way you extend your energy to other people and the things that you're busy with. It's all about energy. That energy is what you're looking for, and the source of it is the universe, yet you're looking for that piece of energy from someone who actually gets that energy from the source, or other people that she thinks they're the source. Instead of going directly to the source and connecting yourself to it, to exchange that energy that flows all through the universe from one end to the other, and to be on that path and feed yourself with that, get your assurances from that, you're looking for some other human being who has the same shortcomings as you do, if not more, only by the mere decision that she has made that wants to deny you from certain pleasure that you desire. She has elevated herself in your mind as a higher hierarchy. And not because she is, because your desire is the higher hierarchy than you are. Your center is following your desire for pleasure. Your desire has become your boss. And what your desire desires has become your boss, which is her. So is it really her that is ruling you, you want closure from, or you want freedom from your desire? You had a relationship to fulfill your desire. So your relationship and commitment was actually to fulfill your desire, was with your desire. It is your desire that has made her important. If you had no desire for her, would she still be important for you to get closure or smile from? Is it your hunger that makes the apple important? Or is it the apple by itself is important? Is it your desire that gives value to the apple? Or is it the apple that it has its value when you're not hungry? Think about it. You only want the apple when you're hungry. So in fact, it is your desire, it is your hunger that makes that apple something to pursue. Is it her that is all that? Or is it your desire for intimacy, for friendship, for companionship, for sex, for building a life, to procreation? All that is why you think she's all that. If you had no desire for that woman, would that woman still have the same place in your mind? No. So is she responsible to be that important? Is she really that important? Is she the one who has brought cure for diseases? Is she the one who takes care of the old elder men or women and children and feeds them and shelters them and gives them protection? Is she the one who's responsible for the well-being of the world? Is she the most all that compassionate? Is that why she's important? No, she's important because of your desire. So your relationship is with your desire. And your closure that you're seeking is all unnecessary because it was you to begin with that gave her that importance. But of course, you're a human being, you have emotions and thoughts and experiences, and all those physical experiences is what continuously made you want to feed that desire, pursue fulfilling that desire through the pleasures you received in many different ways from her. If you understand this, you'll see the reason you want closure, because you want it for your ego. Not her. She doesn't care. You don't care. You want to attain that closure so your ego would shut up. So your ego would say, okay, I'm still good. Because your ego needs fluffing. If you understand the role of your ego, fear and desire for pleasure and all that, in how you feel and negotiate your daily life, then you will understand that you, the center, you, the whole of you, the entirety of you, is the master. Not the ego, to seek closure, importance, validation. Not your desire, that you pursue, you want, helpless. Or your fears. What if I won't find somebody like that? What if I won't find somebody who can fluff my ego through it, and I can fulfill my desire through the pleasure I receive in that relationship? What if, what if, what if? Let's learn who's the boss. Are the fragments of you the boss? Or you are the boss and the fragments follow you? Ego, desire, fear, pleasure, thoughts. Are your thoughts coming from you for your benefit, or are stimulated to go in a certain direction because of your fear, because of your desire, because of your ego? All right, let's go on with some other question. I tend to be getting deep. Maybe something's in my tea, I don't notice it all. All right, now there are 20 of us here. It would be great if you guys take a moment and click with your index finger or your mouse on the like, if you will. And if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Remember, I don't know why I'm saying that, but I've heard that from Google experts that I have to say that in order for algorithm to recognize. So, my name is Mehran. My last name is Dadbeh. And and we have uploads every day on this channel. We discuss matters of life. We discuss things to do with the psyche, the movement of the mind, energy of the universe, thoughts, consciousness, the relationship between the two, fear, desire, ego, pleasure, order, mechanical process, material process, and matters in relationships and breakups, how to move on, and why we feel the way we do, think, act, and react the way we do. Our uploads are every day, and we have live talks several times a week. And we do like subscribers. So there it is. If you guys wish to have a little bit insight about the movement of your mind and your center, you can go on my site, mindthatseekstruth.com, and click on the books. The site is being revamped. It's going to look really nice. I just saw a little bit of a preview of some of the work that is being done by my programmer, and looks pretty good so far. And anyhow, you can go to the book sections and click on Me, My Psyche and I. Me, My Psyche and I. There are 3 books there for sale, and this particular one I highly recommend it. Me, My Psyche and I. The books are expensive. They're from $80 to $105. They're heavy. Lots of pages. To be shipped is expensive. However, I have heard you guys, and as you know, I have gone and invested and turned them all also into ebooks. Same book at $80 could be now purchased for $5.99, and it'll be a click away from being downloaded. So you can have that book on your library for whenever you need to. Another book, Transient Thoughts and Me. Very good book. I haven't seen one like it. These are very simply written books, easy to understand. I write like I talk. So you will, in that book, you will understand what are these thoughts that appear in your head and you didn't invite them. What are they there for? What do they do? Do they define you? Do they mean anything? Do they describe you? What to do with them? How to manage them? How to understand them? So that would be a gateway to that understanding. And of course, the Breakup Pain Handbook, the bigger one, 600 pages or so, which is based on the videos, some of the videos on this channel. which you can either have that on your library or you can just simply continue watching the videos. So they're very nominal. The three of them together are like $15. And if you want to help the channel, well, you're most welcome. What else? And also, if you have a situation or something you want to discuss, some concern, one-on-one, you can do so by going on my site, mind@seekstruth.com. Click on Talk to Me for consultation. That's a Skype consultation, and you will have different packages. And until further notice, if you buy up to 1 hour, I will double it for you. That would be another help that I can give to make it even more affordable for the ones who may have a little bit of a challenge. So, having plugged all that, now let's go to Christian Martin, or did I say? Yeah, Christian Martin was talking about pleasure. He says, I'd really like to have a proper, okay, we talked about that. It's been 4 months and pain isn't getting better. Well, I do have a few videos on closure, so if you go and just on my channel and search on the search engine, on search field, just the word closure, it should give you a couple of videos. There is no closure needed. You only think you do, because you don't believe your own thoughts. You want her to tell you. That's why you're stuck. You give validation to her by these actions or these desires for closure. If you really want to say something to her that she doesn't let you talk or turns into conflict, just write an email. But remember, often it's best to write the email and never mail it. Have it in your file. Whenever you get pissed off or disappointed or whatever, read it. It makes you feel you've just said it. And then you feel good. Get it off of your chest. And after a while reading it, you may decide, oh, you know what? I didn't want this portion to go there. What the hell was I thinking? And you will delete that. And lucky enough, you haven't sent it. And then a little while later, you say, oh, I don't give a damn anyhow. What is this for? I don't need to say this either. I don't care. You deduct that as well. Soon enough, after a while reading it, and you don't even read it much often, and then you'll see that you've changed the whole structure of the email. Then you will notice then that it never was necessary. But you thought, because you wanted validation. You wanted your confidence back, and you thought your confidence is in her pockets. Confidence is with you all the time. Remember Austin Power in one of his movies? He was looking for his mojo because when he was frozen, fat bastard had sent someone to to get that mojo out of him. But then at the end of the movie, he realized everything was already there. The mojo is never something that can be taken away. It was already in him. It was his thoughts that thought he's lost his mojo, or he needs it back. You got to get it from somewhere. But it was all internal, inside him, inwardly. He was the boss of it. He was the source of it. Same thing with you. All your validation is there. It's inside your thoughts. Your thoughts telling you that you need closure. You don't. But until then, you can watch that video or write that email and read it and see how it goes. You're giving too much importance. You're considering her to be important on her own. These feelings and thoughts and attention of yours, desire of yours is what gives her importance, and then you buy into it. You called her, you made her important, and now you think she is important, where the source of her importance is you. You don't see that. It's like how it was in the olden days. They would go into their basement or wherever it was and put some clay figurines together. They created it. Then they would worship it and ask for help, food, good harvest, health, safety, security from what their own fingers built. And you, every one of us, create some goddess out of some woman, and we actually then think the importance that she has is coming from her, while we have created it in our own head. And yet then you worship it, worship your own creation, and forget that it was you who gave all that importance, often unnecessarily, without credibility, without her really showing proof of that, all credits that you've bestowed upon her. And it goes the same for the girls about the guys. I just talk about one kind of relationship, and you guys switch it around to suit any kind of relationship you have, whatever kind it is, you know.